What's good everyone, I'm Raid, welcome back on my channel. In today's video, I want to show you a beat I made recently with my new drum kit, which I've been working on for a while now. It's called the Opera Drum Kit and it's available on my Beatstar. It's going to be the first link in the description. So if you want to use the same sound I used in this beat and in the others I made recently, you can go check it out. It has all the sound you need to start making beats or to get your next placement. I chose the kit to be affordable so that everybody watching my tutorials can start making music right now. And I hope you guys are gonna like it. And that's everything. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new, so let's start with the beat now. I started this beat with a really simple melody. I picked a preset from the Mosaic Keys bank inside of Contact. I've been using this bank and others from this company pretty much in every beat lately, so yeah, I really like it. So after picking the preset, I just lay down this simple MIDI. As you could hear, it's really repetitive and it's using only a few notes. So it's the root note, then the notes that are next to each other. So the G sharp, the A, the D sharp and the E, as well as other two notes, which consist in C sharp and F sharp. Really simple and repetitive, but that's the sound we are looking for in this beat. On this sound, I actually have just a parametric EQ to cut out the low hands and I panned it to the left a bit. The second element I used in this melody was actually a low piano from this plugin inside of the Arturia bundle. I used this preset which I really like, and yeah, it's really simple, just a root note laid down on two different octaves and some variation at the end of the fourth and the eighth bars. So yeah, that's what we got. On this sound, I just have another parametric EQ to cut out the low hands, but obviously I just automated it to activate during the verse section and not during the intro or the hook. The next sound was actually from the Mosaic Leads bank, which as I told you, it's from the same company of the first sound. I picked this preset and I turned off the channel 3 to get rid of some magnetic sound in this preset. And with that sound, I just laid down a counter melody. Really simple, as you can see, just a root note, two notes that are next to each other repeated, then another note here to give some variation, and then two notes that are next to each other coming back to the root note. And at the end of the pattern, I just added another note here to give some variation to the whole melody. I just have another parametric EQ on this sound as well. And the last element in this melody is actually just the church bell with the usual technique of laying down two different octaves. And this preset I made inside of Delay Tape 201, which is another plugin from the Arturia bundle. It's just a ping pong delay. So that's what it sounds like. So that's actually everything for the melody. I'm gonna let you hear it all together now. So after I was done with the melody, I just started with the drums. As I told you, every sound I'm gonna use in this beat is actually part of the Opera Drum Kit that you can find in the first link in the description. All these sounds are ready to use. You can just drag and drop into your channel rack and they are also already processed. So if you want to achieve even harder sounds, you can just use the boost knob, which I'm going to show you right now where you can find. Here guys, you can find the knob and that's gonna help you to achieve even a harder sound. So the first sound I actually picked up from the Opera Drum Kit, it's this 808. It's called the Hardest Z, and I just turn up the boost knob a bit and lay down this pattern. Really simple with some variation as always, guys. So it's just following the root note. Then I added some variation here, as you can see, some notes going down to let the pattern flow into the next part. And here, another variation, just a little roll, one octave higher. I actually turned down the velocity a bit on this higher octave 808, because otherwise it would sound too much brighter than the other notes. And yeah, after the 808, I picked up my favorite kick from the Opera Drum Kit, which is the Zeus one. And I just followed the 808 pattern, removing the notes that I used in the variation. So that's the kick pattern. As you can hear, guys, it's pretty loud and punchy. That's why I like it so much. And yeah, after the kick, I just laid down 2 snare pattern, which I layered, which were the fusion and the zip one. And yeah, so I started with this trap bass midi, which is just a starter you can drag and drop into your piano roll just to make your workflow even faster. And then I added 1 note here as an accent and here as well. I just lowered the velocity a bit. So that's what we got with the first snare. For the second snare, which was the zip one, I added even some more variation with some rolls here, here, and same thing there, but I added another one here. So I'm gonna let you hear it. So you actually lower the velocity of the rolls I made. And if you're wondering how to do this, you can just put the 1/3 step here and then draw in some short notes to achieve your rolls. And yeah, here I actually just put another one with the velocity going down. I'm actually going to let you hear both snare together. After the 2 snares, I actually continued the drums with the hi-hat. It's the festival one inside of my drum kit. Just fill each 4 steps and then I brought everything, then copy and pasting over and bringing the velocity a bit down, and also clicking Alt plus R to randomize the velocity of the second one to give a much more natural sound to your hi-hat. And then I just had some fun with lower notes. As you could see, I just placed one at the beginning of every bars and even more in some cases. And then I added some rolls right after or before the snare. I think that's actually the sweet spot for your hi-hat rolls. And I just put another roll here, 1 octave down. So we are actually at C#3. It's a trick I've been using really a lot lately and I really like it. I stole this technique from the kind of super trap production. So I'm actually gonna let you hear the hi-hat pattern now. I really like it. It's actually both simple and effective to me. So the last element I added for my drums was actually just an open hat. It's the Tetris one inside of the drum kit. And I just layer it with the 808 and then I actually put another one here to give some variation to the pattern. Inside of the Opera drum kit, you can find another sound I use really often, but not in this beat. It's this anti-flash open hat. It's actually a reverse open hat I like to place around here, guys, and I actually put a MIDI inside of this folder, so you can just drag and drop it and be ready to use this reverse open hat. That's actually everything for the drums, so I'm gonna let you hear the whole drum pattern together now. I really like the bounce I achieved with this beat. So if you want to achieve the same, you can actually just go and try the Opera drum kit for yourself. As I told you guys, you can find it in the first link in my description. So after being done with the drums and the melody as well, I just made some arrangement stuff. Here I added my tag, which you can find plenty of inside of the drum kit. I automated the EQ on the low piano notes, and that's actually everything for the beat. So I'm gonna let you hear the final product in a second. But first, I wanna thank you guys for watching and stick with me until the end of the video. Leave a like down here if you like the beat or the video. Maybe a comment too, letting me know what do you think about these drums, or if you have any requests for my next video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new, and that's everything. So thank you guys, I'm out, peace.